Miss Peregrine's School of Gifted Weirdo Kids, Strange Things, I don't know, whatever the fuck it's called, was a very different movie that gives a whole new meaning to the word Groundhog Day. Well, I guess that's 2 words. Welcome to KM Reviews. I am Niddleman. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and get updated movie reviews every single week. This movie is basically American Horror Story, Beetlejuice, and X-Men all combined, but not in a very good way. Now, this movie was directed by Tim Burton, and as much as I love the guy, I feel like he was kind of holding this movie back from what it could have been. I think this movie had a lot of potential. I saw the trailers to it, and something about it mesmerized me. I don't know if it was the music or the visuals or what, but something made me kind of excited to see this movie, and I was just sorely disappointed with what I got. And I think a big part of that is because of Tim Burton. And we all know the Tim Burtonisms. I mean, if you see Beetlejuice, if you see Nightmare Before Christmas, he has a certain style to his movies. But I feel like that was a puzzle piece in this movie that just didn't fit with what the movie should have been. Because even though this movie has particularly weird things and there's certain weird story elements, I don't think Tim Burton's element of style fit with it, and I feel like it clashed, because on one hand it's like this is supposed to be a kid movie, but there's so many adult themes in it. It's like it's too kiddie to be an adult movie, but it's too adult to be a kid movie, so they slide it into that PG-13 spot where it doesn't really fit for anybody, in my opinion. The first 3/4 of this movie were pretty straightforward. I mean, you basically have this time loop where these people with these weird abilities and physical features and stuff kind of live the same day over and over and over again, and that's how they stay protected from the outside world, which is why I was talking about Groundhog Day. These people have lived in the same day for like, I don't know how many hundreds of years or decades or whatever, but they don't age. They just kind of are stuck in the spot. They do the same thing every day. To be honest, I don't know why they don't freaking kill themselves, because they all seem bored to shit when we get there. Like they're just sick of it. But, you know, it is what it is. But our main protagonist, Asa Butterfield, or Asa Butterfield, however you pronounce his name, kind of goes there. His grandpa had been there when he was younger, and he's kind of deemed the protector of this community, I guess you could say. And it was kind of slow moving, and it just kind of didn't really pick up very much until the last quarter of the movie. And then, to be honest, it got kind of confusing, because even though the first 3/4 were kind of slow, it was straightforward and you understood what was going on. But that last quarter of the movie, I'll be honest, they have so many time loop continuum type of things going on that in my mind, always the issue I have with time travel movies is I'm going, well, yeah, but if they did that, shouldn't this be happening? And if that happened, shouldn't this be happening? And there's so many like plot hole with timelines going on that. And then it got to a point where I couldn't even keep track anymore. And they just overly complicated it. And I guarantee you that younger kids that see this movie are going to be very confused by it. Or they'll be so confused that they just won't care. And they'll be like, oh, that was cool. But any smart person that's trying to figure out what's going on is going to be confused. Unless you're just freaking a rocket scientist, in which case you probably think I'm dumb. To me, the best performances in this movie were Samuel Jackson and Eva Green. Especially Eva Green. She was great in this movie, but both of those characters are barely in this movie. They're like in it for a couple minutes. The rest of it's all these kids that, a lot of them, they don't even develop that much. You don't even understand them really. Some of them you don't even understand what their peculiarities are until like one scene like super late in the movie. And it's like, it was just kind of lackluster and really a letdown, because those that you do see, they're all right. But the main protagonist, Asa Butterfield, he's kind of a boring character, you know? So at the end of the day, I'm going to give this movie blue balls. It's just not really anything special. So guys, did you read the book to this movie? Does this movie do it justice? I have no idea. What do you think about this movie? Comment below and let me know. And if you want to see more movie reviews, stick around right after this if you can handle it. Go.